Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'da, habati fillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As'al Allah kareem rabbil arsh al-azim an yatawallana fi dunya wal akhirah. We ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, accepts our good and forgives our evil, protects us from kulli wa makruh. May Allah bless us all with ikhlas, with thabat ala sunnat nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Habati fillah, no doubt safeguard your fasting and safeguard your lives. Safeguard your persons, your properties, and your families. And we hope and ask and beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us to make it to this holy month of Ramadan, which is coming upon us close. And for Allah Azza wa Jal to bless us with tawfiq and a successful fast. And I'm a little reflective of, I just saw something very disturbing that was sent to me of two children, 13, 14, something like this. They were cousins, two beautiful children, young kids, babies. And they got a hold of a gun, a little girl, and she was playing with the gun. So obviously this is brand new and it must be banned on whatever social media platform it was on. And she pointed it at her cousin, back of his head, and she shot him by accident. She was so shocked. All of this with a camera running on social media. And then she pointed the gun at her own head and killed herself. Two children were killed on social media. I don't know which platform, and I'm sure it must be banned and taken off now, but it was around enough. I don't know if it was live streamed. But what a travesty, what a tragic event, and a devastating young lives that were lost due to carelessness. So we have to be very cautious and respectful of life and respectful of the blessing that we have and the blessings of our family. And we also have to educate ourselves and educate our families about the deen of Allah and responsibility, and just being cautious and careful when you see something so tragic and so horrendous, that a loss of life that is now out in cyberspace as a source of entertainment for some people. وَإِيَّاذٍ بِاللَّهِ وَإِيَّاكُمْ مِنْ ذَلِكَ. And a lesson for others. Listen to this narration of our Salaf as-Salih on another note, Ridwanullahi alayhim, about the importance, or how the Salaf used to be about making dua to make it to Ramadan. قال معلى ibn Fadl رحمة الله عليه رحمة واسعة كان يدعون الله 6 أشهر أن يبلغهم رمضان. So Ma'la bin Fadl rahmatullahi alayhi rahmatan wasiya, he was talking about the Salaf of this ummah, the classical scholars, and he said that they used to supplicate to Allah for 6 months that they would be able to make it to Ramadan, to be able to fast the month of Ramadan. This shows us the minhaj of the Salaf of this ummah, how they were with regards to worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how important that was for them to worship Al-Aziz Al-Hamid. And it should make us weary of taking for granted this holy month, the fact that we're blessed to make it, and we must strive to look forward to fasting it and gaining the maximum benefit during this holy month. We don't want to lose this opportunity. It is a ni'mah min ni'amillah. And the one who misses it, misses all khair. And the one who makes ijtihad and strives to really improve himself or herself, then they have tawfiq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So do not waste this precious and blessed time, and make sure that you're in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as much as possible. Reciting the Quran, of course, fasting. And make sure your fast is authentic and legitimate, meaning that you are not looking at the haram, you're not listening to the haram, you're not doing other things. It's not simply just a abstaining from food and drink, but rather abstain from wicked speech, abstain from wicked thoughts. Try to purify yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically in every respect. And that is the true ibadah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is truly seeking the blessings, the mercy and favor of Allah Azza wa Jal. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, to accept our good and forgive our evil and bless us to be of those who make it to Ramadan and to maximize the benefit of Ramadan. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.